A narrow lane in Banaras. As the sun goes down, it turns into a carnival. Bright food carts, sizzling spices, signature tangy chaat smell floating everywhere. No drums or fireworks. Every stall feels like a fair of its own. In the middle of the lane, there's a small shop, Kamla Special Chaat Bhandar. Under a blue tarp, Kamla sits cross-legged with her tin table, a steel full of boiled potatoes and chickpeas, a bowl of red chutney and her wooden cart beside her. Kamla is around 40. Sharp eyes, face lined with worry. No customers at this hour. Munni, oh Munni, not a single plate sold today.
Didi, maybe it's the heat. People aren't stepping out much.
Heat? Then how come there is a crowd at Pandit's stall? Look, 10 people standing there already. Across the lane, the shiny stall Pandit ji ki desi chaat. Pandit in a spotless white kurta, a pan in his mouth and a plate in hand. What magic sauce does he use, huh? Same potatoes, same chickpeas, but people line up there.
Maybe it's the flavor, Didi. Or maybe tomatoes are costlier this year.
Oh, really? I've seen you sneaking off to his stall under the excuse of having tea. Jealousy burned on Kamla's face watching the crowds. Every evening she counted heads at other stalls, while her own stood empty. The day people rush to my stall, every chaat seller in Banaras will beg to know my secret chutney recipe. About 10:30 at night, the food carts are shut, lanes nearly empty. The stray dogs barking and a faint melody from a chai stall radio. Inside her small hut, behind the stall, Kamla opens her steel cupboard. She takes out a pouch. Inside are small medicine packets labeled Dicyclomin for severe stomach pain, not for use without prescription. People say food should have flavor, but fear sells better than taste. She drops the pouch into her bag, a spoon and gloves, ties her dupatta and sneaks out. Across the lane stands Panditji's stall, shut tight. Spices boxes are covered very neatly. Kamla looks around. No one in sight. She quickly opens one of the jars. Red spice mix. Just a pinch. Won't even be noticed, but the effect straight to the gut. She stirs in the powder, shuts the lid and slips away into the dark. Next morning, as the Pandit's stall opened, it got crowded. Kids, women, college students, all crowding for his aloo tikki and pani puri.
Today's tamarind water is extra tangy, Shamu. Turned out special. Then people's stomachs are in for a ride today.
Among the customers is Neetu, a college girl sitting with her brother Raju. Bhaiya, should I have tikki first or pani puri?
Why to choose? Go for both today.
Neetu eats everything with delight. But 10 minutes later, her face turns pale.
Bhaiya, I feel weird. It's burning inside.
What happened? Hey Pandit, do something. What? From my chart, everyone else is fine.
Crowd gathers. Someone rushes for water. Another tries to help Neetu up.
Hey, take her to the hospital fast.
Within 15 minutes, the ambulance arrives, but it's too late. Neetu stops breathing on the way.
My sister is gone.
The post-mortem report from hospital arrives. It says overdose of dicyclomin, a strong stomach pain medicine.
This can't be an accident. Someone's done this on purpose. Sir, I swear, I didn't mix anything. Same masala I've been using for years.
That night, Kamla sits alone at her stall. A faint smile curls on her lips, like she's finally tasted victory. One stall down, one less crowd. Now it's my turn. Next evening, a tall man shows up at her stall. Hat on his head, glasses hiding his eyes, a bag in hand. New face, where are you from, Bhaiya?
From around here. Pani puri, please. The spicy kind.
Extra chili, tangy tamarind and a dash of my secret chutney.
Tastes good. But tell me, why does your chutney change color every time?
Tamarind is never the same, Bhaiya.
Or maybe your spice mix isn't either.
Kamla freezes for a moment and then she picks up the plate and forces a laugh. You sound like a detective. Just eat and enjoy. Her eyes now went to Gupta's stall. He sells bhel puri and it was pretty crowded. Gupta is flying high these days. Time to bring him down.
Didi, please stop. A girl died already.
Did anyone ever help me? Did anyone come to my stall? They are all jealous of me. At 1 a.m., Kamla steps out again, bag full of medicine powder, fake spices and her old spoon, heading towards Gupta's stall. She quietly moves a sack aside, opens a spice jar hidden underneath. Here is Gupta's save masala. Just a pinch of this and tomorrow he will be counting bars. Next morning, Gupta's stall is buzzing again. Same crowd, same taste, same vibe. But 2 hours later, an old man and a few college boys collapse. Stomach cramps, vomiting and dizziness.
How's that possible? Everything was fresh today. What did you serve us? Everyone's stomach is on fire.
One more down. But this time, Jogi is in the crowd, watching closely.
Same symptoms every time? Cramps, vomiting, pain, and always the stall next to Kamla's.
Jogi starts hanging around Kamla's stall every evening. Sometimes he eats chaat, sometimes just sits, but his eyes never leave her hands. One evening, as Kamla packs up her stall to leave, she suddenly senses someone following her. Who's there? Who's there? A faint noise behind her. Kamla stiffens. She clutches her bag tighter. The same bag filled with those deadly powders and fake spices. Why does it feel different tonight? She sneaks towards Gupta's stall again. Glances around. No one. Quickly, she bends down and mixes her powder into the spice jars. Just a pinch and you are done too. As she straightens up,
Hands up, Kamla. Your game is over now.
she freezes. The bag slips from her hand.
It's you again.
You thought nobody was watching? You have been under surveillance for 4 days. Everything you did, it's all on camera.
I didn't mean to. It was just a little spice.
The same little spice that killed a girl, made 3 people sick, and destroyed a whole neighborhood's trust?
2 policemen rush in and they grab Kamla.
Let's go, Kamla. You can tell the truth yourself or the law will make you talk.
Inspector Sahab, why are you arresting me because of his lies? He is just saying anything.
You even know him? This is Joginder Singh, Crime Branch, Banaras Zone.
Inside a dark interrogation room, Kamla sits on a bench. In front are Inspector Singh, Jogi and a few officers.
How long have you been doing this?
Since last year when my business started going down, watching others get crowd, it burned inside.
And in that fire, you burnt Neetu.
I only wanted my stall to do well. Everyone said my chutney was bland. Nobody came near me.
And you killed my sister for that crowd? You took her life for a few rupees.
I didn't want her dead. I only mixed something mild, just enough to cause stomach pain. That's all.
The difference between poison and spice, you learn that in prison.
The first time was with Pandit's spice mix, then Gupta's bhel, and sometimes I added a touch to my own chutney for a different kind of kick.
All this? And just for attention and few rupees? Now you have to pay price for that.
Police drag Kamla away. People don't throw stones, but their eyes hit harder than any rock. A month later, the same spot hosts a new shiny chaat stall. Neetu Memorial Chaat Bhandar.
Come everyone, today's chutney has only taste, not pain.
Bhaiya, the one with tikki and bundi on top.
Coming right up, little one.
Crowds returned to the lanes again, but now there was no fear, only trust.
No lies left in this lane anymore. Kamla's greed taught us a lot.
In the corner, Jogi stood quietly with a faint smile.
Where greed ends, real taste begins again. Bhaiya, why the name Neetu Memorial? In remembrance of my sister. She just came to enjoy a plate of chaat and never went home.
The lanes of Banaras remain the same, colorful, spicy, alive, but now there is no bitterness of deceit. Kamla's greed had stained the chaat, but Raju's honesty brought back its honor. Remember, when there is adulteration in taste, it's not just tongue that suffers. Someday life does too.